it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the second-year man, Patrick Mahomes, taking over for Alex Smith here in 2018 as the KC starter.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how they bring him along. You know, a lot of people say, well, do you have some training wheels on a young quarterback? But Patrick Mahomes is at his best. He's a little bit more of a freewheeling guy who can use his big arm to get the ball downfield. I suspect the Chiefs are going to lean towards letting him go.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
Hurts. Well, for Pittsburgh, as they come back out here, it's not going to get much easier. They had the Week 1 tie against Cleveland, Kansas City next week, and then they have Tampa Bay, but then Baltimore and Atlanta the following weeks.
Listen, if you're a defensive back, a secondary player, you better get your rest this week because Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, they're going to test you downfield. And that game with Tampa Bay looked like a gimme. No longer a gimme after what Tampa did against New Orleans. And then, who's that in the fourth game?
The Ravens.
The Ravens. Renewing that rivalry once again.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On third down. That's counter. And he'll be taken down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Anthony Hitchens able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right, but instead he shifted the coverage all also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now it's Hunt, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now it's Mahomes again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the 1st half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
There defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes on target over the middle to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. We have hit halftime. Still 2. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Ball, it's loose. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch, however, 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses rolled in the first half, that could be a big three-point play right there, couldn't it?
The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. They probably didn't have too much to say over on the sideline with how they're playing right now. Just, hey, give us more of the same.
More of the same is always a good thing when it's going well. When things aren't going so well, that's not the line they want to hear. But right now, they are really coordinated well, making all the right plays, covering for each other. It's really nice to watch if you like defensive football.
This defense excelling at this point. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. D. Ford getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A very solid gain of 27.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 24. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route, and they're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
We got four down.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Connor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better next.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone.
Help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Now here's Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So many times tight games decided by one big play. You know, a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Important extra point up and through, and the lead is now 10-3. Smith-Schuster now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
You, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I think I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.